Texas Democrats evacuated from Illinois hotel after reported bomb threat.
Well, threats made against Texas House Democrats over their decision to leave the state and break quorum drastically escalated today. This morning, a bomb threat was reported at the hotel where the House Democrats are staying in St. Charles, Illinois.
I'm so sick of this age. I'm so sick of it. Oh, bomb threats, school shootings, just a public nuisance. Like, when is it going to end? I'm so sick of seeing this on the news. I don't even mean to complain, but I'm so sick of it. It's like all we hear every day. New state. I mean, Texas today, even there was something going on. There's this giant, quote unquote, I'm going to call it like a mini revolution in Texas. A little bit far-fetched, but still, this happened 1 hour ago in Illinois.
400 people had to evacuate that hotel. Investigators did not find a device after a thorough search, and thankfully everyone is.
And again, most of it's just threats. It's like most of the time it's not even an actual bomb in the building. It's people just making the threat. And I do not understand why people do that.
Safe. State Representative John Busey from Austin is in St. Charles. He was evacuated earlier today and is joining us now to talk about that threat. Representative Busey, we thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us as much as you can about what happened this morning.
We were awoken to an alarm going off throughout the hotel, telling people that a bomb threat had been made on the hotel property and that we needed to evacuate immediately. Very similar if you've experienced a fire.
Of all places, why a hotel? Like, why would that even be a target for someone to blow up? Why a hotel? Like, there must have been politicians or someone staying in the hotel. There's no reason otherwise.
Alarm going off with warnings, but it was specific that a bomb threat was made. We spent about 2 hours outside. I'd like to thank Governor Pritzker, law enforcement, and the hotel staff. They showed real leadership, something that we lack in Texas from our governor. They showed real leadership, and they made sure that we were safe and the facility was safe, and they're now doing everything they can to ensure that we stay safe. So just a big thank you to all of them.
Obviously, this is not the first time that you have participated in a quorum break, but certainly something to this extent seems, extreme. Talk to us about your reaction to all of this, knowing that there are now bomb threats being made against you guys.
It's disturbing, it's shocking, but it's not surprising. When you have a governor that is fanning the flames with rhetoric about locking us up and dragging us back to the Capitol.
Shocking's an understatement. I'm shocked, and I wasn't even at the hotel.
And you have an attorney general in Ken Paxton who has called on people to hunt us down. It's not surprising that this type of stuff is happening. Their sycophant supporters want to please them, just like they want to please Donald Trump. And so they're doing these actions and they're putting people's lives at risk. We are having a political fight. We're having a political debate. We are using our constitutional right to break quorum, and that's what we're doing. What they are doing is now taking it from a political conversation and using violent rhetoric that puts everybody at risk. It needs to stop. The governor, the attorney general need to make public statements demanding that the actions of this morning never happen again.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about something you said there. You said our constitutional right, that this is a political fight. You guys are simply fighting. I'm sure you are aware that the governor made that request to the Texas Supreme Court to vacate the seat of the chair of the Democratic caucus, Jean Wu. Talk to us about the actions that are happening now, going to the court system to try.
Yes, please, John, please talk to us about what actions are being taken, because it's totally going to help. It's totally going to help stop all of these bomb threats, making a political nuisance of yourself. Like, let's just talk about it in a room full of people, and that's going to make it stop.
To get you all to come back to Texas.
Yeah, I saw that he and the Attorney General, Ken Paxton, were having a catfight about who had the authority to go to the court and do that action. But let me tell you why this matters and what's happening. They are trying to lock up political opponents. We now have Donald Trump saying the FBI should help. That is ridiculous that in this country, that's where we've.
Okay, this is one of the few things I'm going to have to agree with Trump on. The FBI stepping in, they're in the best position to actually do something. That puts fear in people. You know, a little bit of fear goes a long ways. It's going to stop people from making absolutely obnoxious threats like this. So I don't disagree with the fact he stated the FBI should be involved.
That's not something that you see in America. That's something you see in dictatorships and in other countries in darker times in history. And now they want to do that here. We have to continue to stand up and resist that. All Americans, all patriots should be disgusted by the actions of Greg Abbott, Ken Paxton, and Donald Trump.
What are you hearing from your constituents back home about your decision to leave?
I'm glad you asked. I've been getting updates every day. My office is still working very hard on constituent services and needs and giving me feedback on the response. And it has been 95% of support from my actual constituents reaching out, letting me know that they are appreciative of the work I'm doing for them right now, that we are bringing this fight to have their backs for all Texans and all Americans. Let's be clear. Donald Trump has asked Greg Abbott to help him steal 5 congressional seats, silence the voice of Texans,
Not a surprise. Not a surprise there.
and rig the midterm elections. If they are successful in Texas, that means they will continue to slash healthcare coverage for all Americans, continue to cut education funding for all American children. We cannot let that happen.
So why did this go from being us talking about a bomb threat to us talking about constitutional rights and cutting health care? I I thought the focus was stopping the bomb threats. I we're just gonna pass right over that and start slashing Trump and talking about healthcare now. Okay.
Texans are not going to back down, and Texas Democrats will continue to have their back in this fight.
You know, the House Speaker has called for you all to be back by Friday. Will we be seeing you back here on Friday?
Look, we have made a commitment as a group to kill this special session. The governor made a mistake when he took the focus off flood victims and instead chose to use them as pawns to go do Donald Trump's dirty bidding. We are going to kill this special session, and then he will have a chance for a redo. And we will see if he cares about the people of Texas and makes a special session to help the flood victims and to address the other needs of this state, the most uninsured state in the nation. And we have continued to lack our support for public education.
Is that true? Is Texas really the most uninsured state in the United States? Someone quote check that.
Governor, let's get to work for the people of Texas and not for Donald Trump.
All right, State Representative Busey, we thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little political debate, if you will. I'm not sure why it transitioned like that. I thought we were focused on the bomb threat topic, and I guess we're ending the video off on healthcare. Interesting. Again, if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, hit a like, and I will see you guys again soon. Peace.